shooting this video in response to the video where I got pulled over for not riding at the curb. Apparently people cannot see some of the details, albeit some of these lines are faded, but you can see the lines at the intersection, and they have since repainted half of these lines. So I'm going to go ahead and point out these details. As you can see, there's technically 3 lanes. The right-hand-most lane is going to be right turn only, with the 2 left lanes are going to be your through straight lanes. You can see they've repainted there. They're faded here in the middle where you cannot see. And for the record, I am walking my bike on the sidewalk. You see a right lane must turn right sign right in front of me. You see a second one all the way up at the intersection. If you look at this SUV within the lane, there is not enough room for me to be beside the SUV within the lane. So according to Ohio Revised Code 451155C, if the lane is too narrow to be shared by a bicycle and a car, I am allowed to position myself center in the lane to prevent close in-lane passes. Because this guy, if he was in the right lane and I was in the right lane, would have to go partially over into the left lane to complete his pass. Therefore, I am allowed to use the whole lane. Also, if you will note, the right turn only lane does not line up with the street ahead. If I am going straight, I have to make a left turn to be lined up with that curb. As you can see by the vehicle in front of me, the right-hand lane is not wide enough for him to be in the lane, for me to be in the lane, and for him to pass me without crossing this line. Therefore, Ohio Revised Code 451155C, I am allowed to center myself in the lane to prevent unsafe in-lane passes. Now, I'm standing on the sidewalk shortly behind where I got pulled over. As you can see, just after the intersection, there are still 2 lanes. As you can see, people race each other to cut each other off because the right lane ends. Now, that means that the left lane has the right of way. It also means the left lane is considered the through lane. Now, being that the right lane ends, it is necessary to merge into the left lane to travel to my intended destination, which is straight. Also, if you look, you can see that the curb and the sidewalk veer to the left, because up down the road narrows to be 1 lane. Therefore, instead of squeezing in between all of these cars as they're traveling down the road, as I'm coming down this part, I find the gap, I move over, I ride to the right of the left-hand lane. You might as well say somewhere in the vicinity of the dashed line. That is the line I follow straight through. I connect this last dot to the corner of the curb where the curb finally stops moving over. I travel in a straight line to be conspicuous and predictable, and to allow me to safely merge with traffic as it goes to 1 lane.